your live once more again. Also, what I need for you to do, sit back, relax, put on your headgear. All my worthless 2 cents is about to put something in your ear.
Yeah, that's right. Y'all heard it. Y'all heard it. But look, actually, I ain't gonna put nothing in your ear. I was gonna sit. Look, I got fancy tonight. Look, I done put some. I put some of my best digs. Cause Mama always tells me when you got somebody coming to dinner, what you need to do is get fancy. So I got fancy tonight, y'all. Look a here, look a here. First and foremost, welcome, welcome, welcome. It's me, it's your boy, the Louisiana Country Boy, coming at you live once more again with another episode, with another episode, with another episode of my worthless 2 cents table talk. Well, your approval is not needed. You know what that means. You know what that means? I tell you, they don't know what that means. So I'm gonna tell them what your approval is not needed. That means this. That means if you don't like the show, just keep scrolling. We don't need your approval. That's what that means. But anyway, look at here. I'm so honored tonight to have. So y'all ain't got to look at this ugly mug because I got y'all can look at my guests. Y'all can just do this on this side. Cover one eye of them. Just look at her. You ain't got to look at me. I have Man, I have an amazing guest here tonight. I do. Has honored is honoring the table. Is honoring the table. It is my pleasure. It is my honor to welcome. Y'all know as I always say, I don't do no introduction. So I ain't got no introduction to do. But she is the founder of Creative Mood Design. And I'm gonna let her do her thing. I'm gonna let her do her thing. So what I need for y'all to do, sit back, relax, put on your headgear. Oh, Lady T, straight back off her vacation across the sea. Do something, put something in the ear. Have your way, my friend.
Hello. So I'm Tonisha with with a creative mood, and I came on here to talk about. I guess first things first is what I what I do and how I've been giving back to breast cancer.
Yes.
I don't know if you want to start with that or you want to start with something else.
I'm gonna just sit over here. You could. I'm gonna
Uh,
tell y'all this. I will tell y'all this. She does this wonderful special thing. Hugs in a bag. Is that it?
huh.
That she gives out, and it is wonderful. And yeah, just how did it all start? How did you start doing this? Why did you start doing this? Just give them people some.
Okay. Well, I guess sorry because it is awareness month or and
Hold on to your
how
mic. Your mic going in and out. All right, go ahead.
hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay. So because it's mental health awareness month, I'll say how I started my business a year and a half ago.
Okay.
I started my business because I suffer with mental illness myself,
Okay.
and I was having issues with mental illness. Went to the doctor. The doctor said you got to find something to do because it was in the middle of COVID.
Mm,
Everything was shut down, and I worked from home. Couldn't go anywhere, and so it just started to bother me a lot. So I went to the doctor. She said, I have anxiety, and she said you need to find something to do. You need to find your hobby. You need to find something to do. What do you do when it's COVID and everything's locked down?
right.
So I started making crafts. I started off at candles first, and then I just started going to more and more things. I've always been a crafty person since I was a little young child. I used to build Barbie houses with books. So
Mm-mm.
so I've always been very crafty person, and so that's how I started. My
Okay.
business was because it was in the middle of COVID, and I had to um, find something to do. So in the, after I've been in business for about a year, I wanted to. I had two friends that suffer with breast cancer, and one very close friends I almost lost because she was diagnosed with cancer and I didn't know the right thing to say, or I didn't know the right thing to do.
Right.
So I thought the right thing to do was not say nothing and just kind of let her deal with her issues. And then when it's all over, then you just come back around. But that's not the right thing to do. I
Right.
never realized until I almost lost a good friend and we sat down and we had a conversation, um, what she needed from me. And I didn't know that.
Right.
So when she sat down and she told me what she needed from me, then I thought back to the other friend that had breast cancer, and I probably did the same thing because I didn't know. I'm thinking I'm doing the right thing, but when somebody has breast cancer, they're looking for people to be there for them.
Right. Right.
So
Right.
after she sat me down and told me what she needed from me and what she wanted from me, and I didn't do that, of course I felt awful because I didn't want to not be a good friend. I just didn't know what to say or what to do. So I thought about all the other women that go through breast cancer that may not have a friend like me or somebody else that will come around or that'll be there for them. So I thought, what can I do to support? What can I do for my two friends that maybe I didn't do the right thing for them, but I can show them that I'm supporting.
Right.
So I started with the hug in the bag, and I give out one per month.
Okay.
They all have different things. They're all different things that I hand make personal to the person. I don't know the people, but I'll try to see if I can get a Facebook page or Instagram page or something, pictures or something, so it can be personalized for that person. And I really do like to hand deliver. I've had to do some that I couldn't hand deliver because they're not in Houston, but if they are local, I do like to hand deliver them. But they just, most of every hug in the bag has a journal, and that's because I feel like they need to write. So pretty much all bags have a journal in them, but they may have coffee mug, they may have a T-shirt, they may have a notepad, they may have, different things, but pretty much they all have a journal because, you know, so that's the reason why I started doing that, to show people that there are people that's thinking about them. If they don't know what to say or if they don't know what to do, you can
Right.
just send them a hug in a bag and let them know, I don't know what to say, but here's something saying, here's a hug.
Right. Right. That's pretty. That's amazing. For two things, and one is that you took the time to listen. To listen to your friends that were going through. And look, and a lot of us don't know what to do. We sit there like a lump on a log because we don't know, and
Hmm.
we think, oh well, I don't know what to say, or I might say the wrong thing. Um, but you being open enough to go to them, you being open enough to listen and to hear, and then to act on it. That's amazing within itself, right there. That's
Hmm.
amazing right there. So I mean, so tell us. So you create all the stuff that's inside. You make all this.
Everything, yep, everything in the bag I hand make myself. And if you see from behind me, I'm in my lab right now while you're talking to
Oh,
me. This is where I make
did you say the
everything at.
lab? She's a y'all. She's in the lab right now.
So this is where I do it. This is where I do everything right here. Mhm.
Look, that is amazing. I know that. I've seen some of your wonderful work. I've seen some of the wonderful things you do. You got the old mats on them. I don't have dope. I don't have a dope mat. I don't even have people come to my door, so I don't need no dope mat. but but I know that you make these wonderful mats. The
Mhm.
But look, I want to ask you. And you know what I said? I don't be asking no. Well, we at the dinner table, so we just having talk. I forgot. So
Yeah, yeah.
you said that this started with you. See, and I
Uh-huh.
love what you're doing, but
Mhm.
can I get a little bit more about you? Um,
Yeah.
yeah, go ahead, girl. Tell us at the table. I'm gonna eat me a piece of chicken. Look, I'm gonna just drink me some water.
Well, I mean, I don't really know what you want me to say, but
It
um
ain't what I want. It's what you want to say.
well, well, I have another, since it's mental health awareness, it was something else that I would like to talk about. Um, I was getting ready to go on a trip a couple of weeks ago, and I was in Macy's,
Mm-hmm.
And I was just being my usual self because I'm always laughing and just talking to people, talking to everybody. And I had my grandson with me because I watch him sometime during the day. And I uh, I was just talking to the lady and I was making jokes with this lady. And you never know that what somebody else is going through, or if anybody is even listening to you laughing and talking. And then I was laughing, and this lady, she came up from behind me and she said, "I just want to tell you that you made my day." And I said, "Really?" She said, "Yeah." She said, "I was so depressed this morning. I didn't even want to get out of bed." She said, "But
Wow.
when I just heard you and your conversation, um, she said, you just really made my day." And it was funny because I had been trying to think, I wanted to incorporate the hug in a bag to mental health because I deal with mental health. And so I was trying to figure out how can I incorporate. I didn't want to use the same name. I wanted to use something else. But after this lady said this to me that day in Macy's, um, she was walking out the door, and I told the lady that was ringing my stuff up. I said, "Hold on a minute." And I ran after the lady, and I just asked her, "Could she give me her information?" I said, "I want to give you something," and she gave me her information. And I want to for this month for mental health, I'm going to give her a hug in a bag, but it's not for breast cancer, it's for mental health. And I'm
Mm.
going to give her a journal, and I would like to do that for people also that have uh, issues with mental health. And me and this lady have been talking and communicating and texting, ever since that day. And I didn't know from anybody. Just she just heard me talking to somebody in Macy's, and she said I made her day. And I don't even know what I said, but
Wow. Well, that's hold on just a second. I think somebody else then came to the table. I think let me pull up another chair here. Hold on, cause I don't know if we got enough food for everybody.
uh,
I wasn't trying to come on and invade privacy of things, but I was sending y'all messages and wasn't nobody doing what I said. So,
Yeah,
oh,
yeah, yeah. We talking over here.
I hear you talking, and
um,
I'm gonna get off. Y'all are doing great. I just want to make sure that y'all remember that it is Mental Health Awareness Month, and that y'all say that because, like Shay, that is one of the reasons that she came on. And two, remember to can you let everybody know if somebody already was chosen for this month? Can I still get a bag for somebody else?
if somebody was already chosen for the month and you would like for me to send a bag, you can purchase a bag. I only give one free bag a month, but if you purchase a bag, it's not. I won't charge you. Everything in the bag is not a set. I won't charge you for every item in the bag. I still give a discounted price for everything that's in the bag. Everything in the bag is really worth. Uh, I would sell everything in that bag from between $80 to $100.
right.
Those bags, because it's not just one item. It's not just two. It's you get a lot of stuff in the bag. So I have a price. I'm not gonna. I don't want to advertise price, but I do have a price that if you want to purchase the bag, it's not. You won't be charged each individual item. I will give you a price for the bag. I will
What
ship
back?
the bag, or I will still hand deliver the bag, whichever you choose. But I only can give one free a month.
Okay. Okay. That's great. That is, and that's a wonderful thing. And I love what you said about expanding,
Mhm.
expanding it to mental health. Not, I've known some people who've gone through cancer,
Mhm.
but I know a lot more who deal with mental health.
I do too.
And that is something, when you say that, when you talk about, when you think about hug in a bag and mental health, sometimes that's all, you talked about the lady that was listening. Sometimes that right there, a lot of
Mhm.
people don't understand. I push so much about just speaking to people, just being kind, because you never know what a
Right.
person
No,
is
you don't.
going through. You never know what they are dealing with, and you never know what that little smile, what that
Mhm.
kind word. Just like the lady said that, she was struggling. And I
Mhm.
know, me personally, there have been days that I've been struggling. And you're talking about, what you dealt with personally, that I'm sure that there were days that you struggled. Uh,
Mhm.
and just those things to encourage and uplift, it means a lot. It
Right.
means a lot. And I wish people would really understand that is those little things. You know, and I say little, uh, but for some people they are little. But for the ones receiving it, man, it's major. It is
No, it
major.
is. It really is because me dealing with it myself, and I've dealt with mental health since I was a young girl. So, um, you just sometimes you have to keep pushing. And
Right.
when you pushing yourself and you go, just say you go to Walmart and you in Walmart and you've already pushed yourself to get up, you've pushed yourself to go in the store, you pushing yourself to do everything that you need to do, and then you got some lady that's rude to you, not knowing that you have barely made it to this.
Right.
You pushed yourself to do this, and now here I go. The lady at the register won't smile, or that kind of stuff like that. You just never know what people go through, and I'm real sensitive to what people go through because of
Right.
my situation. So I try to, when I go in the store, I'm smiling, I'm speaking. I do all of that because you just never know what can um take somebody over the edge because
Right.
you don't know what they dealt with before they got there. You don't know what they have to deal with when they leave. Sometimes people are in the store and they that might be their last dollar that they spending, at the store, and they worried about where we gonna get. Okay, I got this meal. Where am I gonna get the next meal? And um, you being mean to them, bringing
Right.
up their stuff, and you not knowing that this lady might have just borrowed $5 and she feel horrible because she couldn't feed her kids. And here I come at the register with my last $5 and you rude.
Right. Right. It is so true. You know, I say it, and I'm glad that you're here to express it as well. Um, Sometimes I feel that we have lost so much kindness in this world.
Oh,
Um,
definitely.
we have lost so much compassion. Um, and it is a joy to have you on to say, hey, you know what? I'm trying to give it back. And I think that's how it starts
Mhm.
is one person
Mhm.
just doing something out of the kindness of their heart, not looking for anything in return, not, you know, it's out of the kindness because we know where we've been. We know the
Right.
things that we have dealt with. And, you know, for me, personally, I will say what I try to do is if I said that I was missing something, I want to be that something that I was missing. If
Mhm.
I if I didn't have it, I don't want to take it away from somebody else. If I was a kid that wanted to smile, I want to be that smile to somebody else. If that makes, you
Right.
know, I want to be able to
Mhm.
give them the very things. We have to remember the things that we were missing, somebody else is missing. But now we're at
Right.
the point where we can give it to them. But some of us don't. Some people don't.
No, no, no. People really don't. And you would be surprised. Like I have, back to the hug in the bag. I
Mhm.
give these to these women, and the some of the reactions that I get, like, are just, I went the not this last bag, but the bag before. The lady was a hairdresser, and I went to her job to deliver the bag, and all these bags are surprises. Um, whoever said whoever asked for the bag to be delivered, they
Mhm.
they have to try to get a point to where they know where this person is, so I can just hand deliver it to their house or to their job or wherever they want to hand deliver. So this particular day, I delivered to her job, and she cried, and she called me the next morning, and she was still crying, and
Wow.
she was just saying that she just don't have a lot of people that's there for her, and she was just so thoughtful that somebody just even thought enough of her to say send this bag. So you that's what I set out to do, is try to just make people smile and make people happy, and maybe just for, even if you just for 5 minutes, you can just forget
Yes.
what you're going through. And then she asked me, she said, so how much did they pay for this bag? And I said, I do that free. That's something that I do free. I'm not charging. And she just went crying again, because it takes time to, I put effort, I had her photo, I had things, so
Right.
sometimes just to get people you just don't know, just to get away for 5 minutes while I'm looking through that bag and I'm seeing all the nice stuff that somebody with my picture on it, or with my favorite saying, or with whatever it is, it just makes them feel good for, if it's just 5 minutes.
Right,
It's
right.
still, you just, it just makes somebody feel good.
Yeah, it's breaking that. Well, and it shouldn't be, but breaking that normal everyday thing that you go through. It's
Mhm.
stepping into that other world of what you just said. Somebody cares. Somebody's
Mhm.
thinking about me. I couldn't imagine. It's just hard to just imagine how someone could suffer going through, whether it's a disease or whether it's mental health, to
Mhm.
share it, to just have to go through it and feel alone.
Mhm.
Um,
And
you,
people don't realize that mental health is a disease. I
yes,
mean, it is a disease. People just think like, oh, everybody get depressed at some point, or everybody's sad. But when you have a real mental illness and you
mhm,
have been diagnosed with, it's not just, oh, she'll be okay tomorrow, or it's not that simple.
right,
It's not, that's not the truth. Like, I might leave out the house and I'm laughing, I'm smiling, but nobody knows what that person goes through once they leave the wherever they're at with all of the people, and they go home to by themselves. If some people are by themselves at home, and that, you just never know. It's not just something where people can say, "Oh, she'll be okay tomorrow." That's not always the case. And a lot of people say, "Oh, she'll be all right tomorrow." Oh, it's just you. You doing that to yourself. You making yourself sad. You making your. That's not true.
yeah, you're so right. It's what you said is a lot of people don't realize is that when how tough it is for a lot of people, and my co-host says it so very well. Check on your strong friends. The ones that's out
Mhm.
there smiling.
Mhm.
The ones that's when you see them out and you think like, oh well, they look. You know how folks are. Well, they look
They got
like they
the
got it
perfect
all
life.
together.
Yeah. Yep. Yep. And those are the ones. Those are the ones that don't have it all together.
Yeah, yeah. What you just said is you pull yourself together, you straighten your tie up. You go out there because this is what you have to do, and you go out there. But when you come back into that place. You come
Yeah.
back into that place, and you're surrounded by that emptiness. And man, sometimes when I'll say it, check on people, call your strong friends, check on those that
Mhm.
you think that's got it
Mhm.
all together. You know, again, I don't know how we got so far away from that part is checking on people and always wanting to say like, well, they got it all, they got all this together, and never
And then
assume
there's
anything.
people that say, "You have a great life. You got a nice house, you got a nice car." When you have mental illness, that car, that house, that don't take that away. Like,
Right.
you still have other issues that, and a lot of people, I mean, they look at you and think, "You're not supposed to be sad. What are you sad about?" Like, it's really, people should just, like you said, check on people, but also just be kind, be nice, because you just really don't know what people go through.
Right.
Because a lot of my people that I know tell me they would have never thought that I dealt with anything, any mental illness. You always smiling, you always laughing, I would never thought that but there's also something called functional, where
Hmm.
people can function with it and can still go about their daily lives.
Right.
But in their mind all day, they mind is running, they mind thinking, they smiling, but in the back of their mind, they thinking
Hmm.
all kind of other stuff. At night when you lay down to go to bed, your brain don't stop. Your brain is just constantly, constantly, constantly going. But yeah, you might not go. You got to be to work at 5 o'clock. You might not go to sleep till 3, but
Right.
you're functional, so you still gonna get up. You still gonna go to work. You still gonna do what you got to do because you got to do it.
Yep. Yep. Yeah. And people don't. And that's you're so right. It is. It is. It is so true. How we overlook or we underestimate mental illness. Um,
Mhm.
it is real. It is real. It is so real. and it touches me so much. Just some of the things that I go through. I deal with depression. I go through the struggles. And again, that's a lot of mine is when I put out there and when I come and I'm transparent about the things that go on my life. I will tell you honestly, this platform that God gave me right here that I use, it's my healing. It is my
Right.
healing. It is my opportunity to come and to share openly because what I know is what I've dealt with and my guests as well that what they've dealt with others are dealing with. And the fight, the worst fight is a fight in silence.
Mhm. You're
That is
right.
the worst
That.
fight.
Mhm.
When
But
you go ahead.
I was just gonna say I was glad because I'm kind of I'm still on mental illness, but I'm kind of going back to breast cancer just a little bit
Go
because
ahead.
I was glad when my friend sat when she talked to me and told me uh what she needed, what and I didn't do because the same thing with somebody going through depression or going through different mental health issues.
Right.
You you got to think about what the other person, you know, is what they're going through, and but everybody don't tell you this is what I need for you to do, or this is
Right.
what I wanted you to do. Everybody don't do that. So I mean that for me was an eye opener, a big eye opener, um, telling me what I didn't do or what she needed me. That was an eye opener for me.
And
So
you know what? And
that led me
I will say this about your friend. That's a real friend.
to. Mhm. Mhm.
That's the definition of true friendship. For
Mhm.
someone to tell you and come to you and say, "Hey, this is what I needed. Um, this is what I needed at that time." Because you know how some folks is, they won't say nothing, and then what they call, they cut you off. They won't even tell you. You be like, "Why you done cut?
Right.
Where they done went
Oh, she
to?"
cut me off. She cut me off for a little while. She cut me off for a little while, but I mean, um, if you know me, I'm not that kind of person. I'm not trying to hurt
Right.
nobody feelings purposely. I sympathize with everybody unless you make me mad, and then I'll it's all over with. If you make me mad, I don't even at that time I don't care if I hurt your feelings or nothing like that. But if we're on good terms, I am not purposely trying to hurt nobody's feelings. I try to be there for my friends. I have a great circle of friends. It's always there for me. So I'm grateful for that.
That is wonderful. I applaud you. I do for everything that you're doing. I want you to tell us more about them. I want to know about some of that stuff you've got over yonder.
Okay.
Wait a minute, in your laboratory.
Well, this is I make personalized journals. I make personalized planners. Um, I'll speak about the journals and the planners. The journals, I can put your photo on there. I can put your favorite Bible verse on there. Um, I can the pages. I print the I design the cover. I print the pages. I put the holes. I put the coils. I put it together. I don't go to Home Depot. I mean not Home Depot, but Office Depot and ask them to print the paper. I don't do that. If you can see, I've got one, two, three, four, five printers in here,
Oh
and
Lord,
it's all handmade.
you got a lab
And
for real over
so it's
there.
all handmade. If you My planners, I can do the same. If you want a planner, I can put pictures of everybody on their birthdays. I can put your special moments. I can put all those on the dates of the calendars. I make notepads where notepads you can put your photo, you can put your favorite verse, and where if you just want to take a pad. A lot of people like to have a pad when they go to church or whatever. I can make that. I do coffee mugs, tumblers, pillows, anything personalized, pretty much. I can do.
Oh wow.
Um, I still do candles.
Okay.
Um, and also I do recently I started doing doormat parties, paint parties, doormat style. So what that is the doormats that I make.
Hmm.
I give you have a party and I bring everything. You don't have to bring anything. I bring the paint, the doormats. I have a Bluetooth speaker if you don't have music. I have different packages if you don't want to cook. I have food packages. I have party favor packages. I have T-shirt packs. Oh, of course, I make T-shirts as well. If I didn't say that, I make T-shirts also.
Look, you ain't got time to sleep.
This is my T-shirt This is my T-shirt that says "Creative Moves Support Breast Cancer."
Okay.
The creative and so the parties are and the depending on the people. If you book 10 or more people, they're $35 per person. If it's less than 10, they're $40 per person for the doormat parties. They're really fun.
Now you're gonna tell me about you're gonna tell me now you ain't finna get off the hook like that. Now you got to tell me about this here doormat party. Now look, I ain't gonna even lie to you. You know when I stopped listening, you said food. That's what caught me right there. You said, yeah. Look, my ear got right over here. What you say about? Look, I might have to have me one of them parties just to get some food.
Just to get some food.
All right. I've heard about the paint party, or whatever they call it, the paint thing with the. So, all right. Now tell me how this thing here works. The doormat party thing. I mean,
okay.
I said, yeah, that's what doormat. Yeah.
So you get to pick about. I don't have any doormats in here, but you get to pick 3 stencils that you want for your guests to make a party. It can say welcome, it can say whatever you want to say. The Jones household, you pick 3.
Mm-hmm.
And I go through and I show all of your guests, they pick their stencil.
Okay.
The paint colors they want, and they make a doormat. I walk you through it. I can't give you all my secrets.
No, you can't give me
party for you to get all of that.
All right, let him. It comes with food. The old country boy might be.
Well, it doesn't. If you pick a package of food.
Okay.
If you can pick a package with food, you can pick a package with wine. You can pick a package where your guests have y'all personalized T-shirts. You can. There's just different packages. Contact me if you want to have a doormat party. I'm there the whole time.
Look, you're gonna have. I hope you have one of them wine ones. You're gonna have a bunch of drunk folks painting doormats.
Well, you get drunk after you paint the doormat. And I am here's I don't know if you can see this, but that's an example of a doormat that I've made. You can make something like that. And I'm a very prompt person, so I'm always on time. I was in your room 10 minutes waiting because I'm always, you tell me 8, so if your party started at 8,
start at 8 o'clock.
I'll be at your house at 7:45, 7:30 because I got to set up my stuff, and you'll have a good time.
That is interesting. I mean, I'm really hooked on the doormat party, paint party.
You just want the food. Are you hooked on the food part?
Okay, I'm hooked on the food part. But no. Look, I'm going to sell this package. Look here. That is so neat. So you get the stencil thing. She'll set y'all up, bring some doormats, and you and some friends, y'all get together.
And I come to your location, wherever your location.
Wow, that's better than the paint party because that thing, you got to go there.
Yep, you got to drive. I come to you.
Wow. So you have one with wine, you have one with food, and you have one with. So they can wear they can get the same shirts.
They can get a shirt. Wow. They can get a shirt. They can get a package for somebody that don't want to do nothing. Like if my sister was having a doormat party, she don't want to do nothing. So I would bring the food, I would bring the shirts, I would bring the wine, I would bring the music, I would bring the doormats. All she want to do is just tell you to come. So that's for somebody that don't want to do anything. I can bring everything.
That is neat. Y'all heard that? She got a doormat party, boy.
Yeah.
Now that is nice. So your doormats. I'm sorry, I'm stuck on the doormat thing now.
That's okay.
That is. So you have different designs and different whatever somebody may want. If they want their name on it, or if they want welcome, if they want whatever.
I make the stencils myself. So the stencils that they're using for the doormat, I make those. So they can say
so they're personalized. So it ain't like.
Yeah, I'm not. Everything I do, I make it.
In the lab.
Yep.
You tearing that lab up over there. Wow. So wow. So if somebody say, "Hey, I want one that says whatever," you go in the lab, make the stencil.
Mhm.
Well, my goodness. Now that is wow. Look, now you do know we got people listening all over the country. Now you done said
Yeah.
you said you go to folks, so you going. Look here, y'all can double up. Y'all can get a doormat party,
Mhm.
and y'all can buy a hug in a bag
There you go.
from the same person.
If you just want to do a doormat party with you and your mate, I make candles too, so I can bring the candles with the candlelight doormat dinner party.
Good, that's probably look for them folks that look here for y'all that don't want to be taking your folks out. You know your anniversary. Look, your anniversary coming up,
Mhm.
and y'all look here, fellas. I got an idea for you. Your anniversary coming up. You don't want to go. I don't want to buy no flowers. You know how y'all be. You don't buy no flowers. You don't want to be going out to dinner. You can go and say, "Honey, I got something special for you." And you can be
Mhm.
one of them fellas that just call this lady right here, and you ain't got to do nothing.
That's right.
She done brought everything. She done brought the music, the candles, and the doormat.
There you go.
Wow. Now that is that. I like that. That is that. I might. Yeah. No, I ain't. But I mean, that is that. Now that is. You know what? Now I see why it's creative. Move. That is
Right.
creative
That's
right there. That is
mhm.
that is definitely wow. Wow. Well, look here. Okay, so you do look here. I got to start reading up there because somebody to put it up on the screen real big right there, so I can see it. So you do personalized tumblers and favors and
Tumblers.
okay, okay.
And I don't know if
I
you can
see.
see a little behind me, but I have party favor chip bags, water bottles, hand sanitizer, candy wrappers, all of that.
Oh, you do all of that stuff.
Mhm.
What a the lab be jumping, don't
Yep.
it? You are jumping in the lab. Look, now wait a minute.
Mhm.
All right, now I got to look. Let me ask you something. So I heard through a friend Facebook that you was on vacation.
I was on vacation.
How was it? Look, how was the vacation? How was it
My
across
vac
the water?
You want to know? You want to be honest with? Want me to be honest? I was on vacation. I had an awesome time, but I was late. I was at when all the lights went out at night. I was sitting up there thinking, what was the next thing I could create? So I had all this. I had all this stuff wrote down. So when I get home, I was thinking, just that's the way my mind works. So when I'm out there and I see this, I'm like, oh my God, I gotta. So when I came home, I got so much more that I came up with while I was on vacation that I'm
You
about to
came.
get started on.
You went on vacation and came back in the lab ready to go.
Yes.
Wow, wow, that is amazing. That is truly amazing. I do want you to just tell us a little bit more about whatever it is your stuff. Um, please tell us more about the hug in the bag. I love both of them, especially the one from again for mental health for breast cancer. Um, I've seen you out. I actually saw some pictures where you were out at, I guess it was a run or something, or
For breast
uh,
cancer walk.
yes. And I saw you were out there with your hug in the bag. It is amazing. Um, that is truly truly amazing to give back in that
Mhm.
fashion. Um, and like you said when you were talking about the hairdresser, we just never know.
Right.
We never know how much it can mean to somebody. And hey, like she said, if somebody wants to purchase one, she got and she be designing them.
Yeah, and I still, even if it's not the free hug in the bag that I give out, if you want to purchase one, I will still hand deliver uh that bag for you if it's local. I do ship So if you want to ship something, I've shipped some. So it doesn't have to be local, but if it's local, I will hand deliver it.
Y'all can't beat that. Now that right there, hey, look, you can't beat that with a stick right there. So
Right.
look, and look, I ain't gonna talk about the match no more. I'm still stuck on the match. I'm stuck on. I love what I want you to do. I want you to just advertise your stuff because, woo, I'm. Wait a minute. Tell me about the dinner part, though. I'm sorry. Tell me about the dinner. Tell me about what comes with the dinner.
Well, it just depends on what I just like not really like a big full dinner, but you got the pasta dish or you can have wings, just like stuff like that.
So you can eat and paint. Look, you heard me. I was like,
Yeah, it's fun. It's really fun.
That is very, very, very creative. Well, I must ask you. I see the name. So you said that came from the dollhouses.
No, no, it didn't come from dollhouses. But I just said back when I was young, I've just always um, been a creative person. I used to cut up clothes and remake them and paint, put hot glue pants, and just go buy a brand new outfit and cut it up and change it up, make it be something totally different. And so I always been like that. But no, a creative move. That name, um, the name actually, to be honest with you, I was sitting there and trying to figure out a name because at this time I was trying to start my business, so I was just trying to think of a name. My name, my candles. When I first started candles, my candle name it was Mood
Okay.
was for my candles. So I wanted to stay. I was trying to figure out how can I incorporate mood into everything,
Right.
and because I'm not gonna just do candles, I'm gonna do everything. And I wanted it to say creative. I wanted it to be mood. And I was talking to my sister on the phone one day, and I said, I'm trying to figure out a name, and I'm not coming up with a name. I want it to be creative, and I want to still say mood because that's the name. And she said, well, that's it, a creative mood. And I said, so that's how I came up with that name.
Wow. Wait a
And I
minute. Look,
get in the mood to be creative.
Let me hold on. Look here, I got a comment for you. You see that comment right there?
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
I got you. I got you.
There you go. There you go. Look, I hit that button. I see that right there. I said, let me hit that button. I hit that button.
I got you.
That is, I love the church. I love everything that you're doing. Wait, hold on, girl. Look, I'm gonna hit it again.
I got you. And just so you know, I don't just give when I deliver when you order t-shirts, I don't just bring a bag with the t-shirts thrown in there. My t-shirts are individually packaged in their own wrappings. So they're not just thrown in a bag. And everything I do with love. I take my time. I don't rush. So I'm not gonna give somebody something that I wouldn't use.
Right. That is so wonderful. I am so grateful for all that you are doing.
Thank
Is
you.
so wonderful. Tell us more about your products. What you got? Well, look, what you got that folks can get. Y'all ready to look? We're already sold
I
six
got,
shirts.
I got
Let's sell 60
tumblers,
more
coffee
shirts.
mugs, notebooks. Now there's a difference. I have notebooks and I have handmade notebooks. So they're two different things. I just have a regular notebook that you can buy. You can put your photo inside, but those pages, it's just a generic book. I bought a book and put your picture on it. I don't hand make that. So it's two different. So the prices are a little different. If you want a handmade, or if you just say, hey, I want a book with a photo, with my photo on the front and back. Or if you want a handmade, the handmade ones are spiral. They have coils. They can be whatever you want on the pages. I use, I don't use, it's got real nice paper inside. You can't see through the pages. So it's quality.
So is that the one where like you open it and it's like on the pages, it's like a picture or whatever?
Let me see if I can show you something.
Here's one.
Okay.
Oh.
She's back.
I was just in the background.
Okay. But and here's
Awesome.
that's one, yeah. And then here's another. This is actually a planner,
Oh wow.
and the planner has, if you can see, calendar. At the each week they, this is if you want to write out stuff at the end of the week. The back,
Oh wow.
the
Wow.
front has the notepad to match.
Oh wow. Now that's neat.
Can I share my favorite?
Go ahead.
Oh, the
That's a
tumblers.
wine tumbler.
It's personal.
Wow.
You can't see it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Personalized.
we can see it now. Yeah, we can see it now.
Yeah. I guess
Wow.
this
So
don't have a thing on.
you are busy. Look, the lab. You've been doing it in the lab.
Yeah, there's another one. I also let's see. I
Wow.
have composition notebooks. They're just regular notebooks. It's just a composition notebook. You can get whatever photo on that as you like.
Now that
Also,
is neat.
that's handmade. This is handmade, not store bought. Everything is bonded. Everything done by me.
Wow. Wow. I like that.
That would
Look,
be something cute for the executive producer.
I
Your
ain't even a
dog.
writer, but I like that right there. That is nice. Wow.
You heard me,
Wow.
country boy?
What you say?
That would be
I-
cute for the
I-
executive producer.
She be done wrote on it. See, I'll be trying to save it. I'll be like, we gonna, I'll be trying to frame it. We can't write on that one. We have to say that forever. Those are, oh my goodness, that is amazing. All right, let me ask you. So, can you give your information where people can reach you, find you, contact you? Because they're gonna be buying. Now, look, I'm gonna tell you like I tell other folks. Now when the orders get to rolling in, don't get mad at the old country boy talking about law. Look at him. Now, don't get mad at
Oh
me,
no,
okay?
I'm not gonna be mad. I'm not gonna be mad. Now, and I do ask if this depends. I do next day orders. There's an extra charge, but if you need, I've had people that call me at 12 o'clock at night and say, "Hey, I need some shirts by tomorrow."
Oh,
It
wow.
just I charge extra, but I can do, not 50 shirts. No, I can't do it next day. But if you
Right.
need, 5, 6 shirts and you need the next day, and that other T-shirt person that you was using let you down, I got you.
There you go. There you go. There you go. So you're so where can they reach you? Where can they reach you at? Or
I'm on Facebook. I'm on TikTok. I'm on Instagram. All of my pages are of Creative Mood Design. Um, and you can DM me, email. Um, I respond I try to respond real quick to everything. I
right.
also have uh, Chat with Trina, the little diva. She is also an admin on any my pages. So if I don't see it, she'll send me a text message. You see somebody trying to get with you about something. So
Right.
we're constantly looking at it. We one of us will. Most of the time it'll be me responding, but she'll say if I didn't see something, because I'm not a Facebook person like that. She'll say, "Hey, somebody send you a message," and I will respond.
That is great. That is great. Yeah, and I applaud you so much. I thank you again for everything that you're doing, for coming up with the wonderful, wonderful designs, for coming up with the hug in a bag. Again, I think that is amazing. I think that is amazing to be able.
If you know anybody that wants to hug in a bag, I only do one free a month, but just send me a message. If once I pick the person that I will be doing, I will ask for pictures, for names, for Facebook pages, for Instagram pages, so I can try, or if you want to tell me what they like, so I can try to personalize it as much as I can to that person. Um, that's what I'll ask those questions after I pick the name. For Mother's Day, this past Sunday, I picked a mother and a daughter uh, that are both breast cancer survivors.
Oh
So for
wow,
Mother's Day, I delivered two hugs in a bag to a mother and daughter.
wow,
Um, and I just thought when she sent me the message, and she actually sent me a message and said she wanted to do it for her mom. But she said I'm a breast cancer survivor as well. And I called my friend, and I said, "Hey, it's lady." I was so excited because I don't really call a lot of people on the phone. I'm always texting. So when I
Right.
called her, I could tell she was like, "Yeah, like why she calling me?" I was so excited, and I was like, "I found this couple, and I want to do it." And I had to go on vacation, and I was like, "I'm gonna get back." I got back on vacation on Monday, and I had to have this whole bag. I hadn't had nothing. I had to
Oh,
get this
wow.
whole bag done by Saturday. So she said, "You could do it." I came back. I got everything done. Bag was delivered on Saturday. I sent her a picture. I said, "I did it," and she was so.
Wow.
I wanted to do that because it was Mother's Day, and they both have recovered from breast cancer.
That is amazing. That is amazing. And I don't know if y'all heard, and I'll say it again. I'll reiterate the fact that is it once a month that you give away a bag?
Once a month. Once a month.
Once a month, she gives away a free bag, free hug in a bag. Um,
And starting this month, I will be doing. This will be the first month I'm going to be doing it for mental health.
oh wow. Now that's
So
so you'll be
I
giving
will
away
start.
2 bags. So
I will
one
be
for mental.
giving away 2 bags a month, but only one bag will be uh, breast cancer, and one bag will be mental health.
Wow, there it is. Now it's for men and women.
It's for anybody.
Wow,
Anybody that you feel that they just may need a hug. That's why it's called a hug in a bag. I might can't get to you, but I got this bag, and
there it is. There it is. Once a month. Starting this month, she's going to be doing it for mental health. Um,
the lady that I met in Macy's is my first bag for mental health.
for mental health. Okay, so you
Hmm
got your
I
so
got my first one.
got your first one. Well, man, that is a blessing. That is a blessing. So this young lady right here, Creative Mood Design, y'all contact her. She's got some awesome, awesome stuff. She does some awesome stuff. Y'all want to get some dough mats painted? Want to have a paint party with some dough mats? She'll hook you up. Um,
Yeah.
she's giving away once a month. She's giving away a breast cancer bag and also mental health bag. Um,
hmm
hug in a bag. If y'all know someone, all you got to do is contact her. Send your information in to
Right.
Creative Mood Designs. Miss T, wow, I'm just floored. You know this old boy is floored. And look, wait a minute. One of the parties that you can get, one of the paint packages that you can get comes with food. Okay. One of them comes
Right.
with food.
Right.
I'm gonna just reiterate that. You get you some wings and you can paint,
Right. Right.
or you can get some wings and wine and paint, or you can get you some wings, some wine, and a t-shirt and paint. Look, there it is right there. Creative Mood Design. Miss T, I thank you. I thank you. Like she
You're
said,
welcome.
you can find her on all social media
Yes.
outlets. Y'all run
Yes.
her down. Run her down. Um, she is man, you're one of the ones that make Houston proud.
Thank you.
Um,
Thank you. Thank you.
and I thank you so much for taking the time out of the lab because I know you look. I know you're ready to get into the lab. I
Oh
know.
no, I got everything done that I had to do today before 8 o'clock. So everybody that was expecting something to be done today is
they
already
do.
done.
Say the lab is closed. Well, I thank you so much. I thank
Thank
you
you
for
for having
coming.
me.
It has been a pleasure. It has been my honor. Y'all know, before I close out, I will just say this, as I always say, just like Miss T here. If God has given you a vision, if He's planted in your heart something to do, you go for it. Because trust me, if He's giving you the vision, He will provide the provision for it. Don't worry about what folks tell you that you can't do this, that, and the other. Or don't worry about them folks. Don't worry about the naysayers. You just follow your vision. You follow your dream. And then you know how the old country boy ends this thing up. Miss T, do you know how I end it? Well, you maybe not, but I'm finna tell you how I end it. This is how I ends it right here. Look here, if you woke up this morning, you popped them old eyeballs open, and you ain't here, and you look next to you, you ain't see nobody, you ain't heard a word. If you travel throughout the day today, and you looked around and ain't nobody told you, well, you done made it to the 9 o'clock hour. So the old country boy finna tell you right now, look here, I'm gonna tell you this, and I'm gonna tell you from my heart that I love you. And I love you unconditionally. And guess what? There ain't nothing that you can do about it. Miss T, I thank you so very much for
Thank
coming.
you for having me.
It has been a pleasure. It has been a pleasure. Look, y'all go catch up with her, cause hugs in the bag. She's got them.
Yep.
She got some dough mats. She needs to get some paint on. So look here, I thank y'all so very much. Miss T, thank you. It has been a pleasure. And we will see y'all later. We up out of here now. Bye now. We go.
Bye.